Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the Shadowlands pre-patch is finally here, and as everyone knows, the Shaman has experienced the most changes of all the classes so far. So in this video I'm going to cover all those changes, and later on I'm going to make some duel videos, battleground and everything. So let's jump straight into that. So one of the very big changes in Enhancement Shaman's pack is that we don't have any more Millstorm energy, but now instead of that we have mana as we used to have before. And with changing that, Blizzard has removed the Rock Fighter, and we also got removed the Flame Tongue and Frostbrand. Instead of that we got back our old enchants, such as Wind Fury and Flame Tongue weapon, which cannot be stuck, like for example 2 Wind Furies, like you have only 1 Wind Fury and 1 Flame Tongue activated at the same time. We also got our Frost and Flame Shocks back. We also got Healing Stream, Totem and Chain Heal, which are available for all specs, same as the Lightning Shield, so it's not a talent anymore. We also got back our Millstorm stacks, which are, instead of 5 times as before, they are stacking now up to 10 times, so you can have 2 instant casts for Healing Surge or Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning, and I hope we will be able to instant cast our Covenant ability. That will be really dope, and unfortunately we still cannot instant cast Hex, so by going through those major changes we can jump straight into the talents. So enhancement talents have experienced a lot of changes, so many talents have been disbanded and there is a lot of new. So in the first row we have the Leash Flames, which says Lava Lash now increase the damage of Flame Shock on the target by 100% for 12 seconds. We have Forceful Winds, which was the same if I am correct as before, and we got Elemental Blast. So in this row, for beginning I'm going with Forceful Winds. In the second one we got Storm Flurry, which was instead of Polar Fist if I remember correctly, and it says the Storm Strike has 25% chance to strike on target, an additional time for 40% of normal damage. This effect can chain off or off itself, which is pretty good, so we can have additional strike with this one. There is a Hot Hand, we used to have it before, so if you are going like the Lava Lash spec, you will probably go Lashing Flame plus Hot Hand, but I'm not going that today, so I'm going to stay with Storm Flurry. And yeah, we also have the Ice Strike here, which is kind of a Frost Shock, but for melee range. Like you hit the target kind of strongly and you apply slow on him, but its cooldown is 12 seconds, so I don't know, it might be useful talent, but for beginning I'm going to use the Storm Flurry. The third one is same and optional as before, so I'm probably going to use the Earth Shield now for PvP, because it does help a lot with healing. I tried it in Battleground and some duels, so yeah, for PvP I'm probably going to use that, and in PvE I will use Spirit Wolf, because you can't have both in the same time, Lightning Shield and Earth Shield. They are not stacking as it was in BFA. So for the fourth one we have Elemental Assault, which says the Storm Strike damage is increased by 15%, and Storm Strike now generates 1 stack of Millstorm weapon. This is pretty good, because you have chance to reset your Storm Strike and get an extra attack, so with this talent you can actually gain the Millstorm weapons much faster. And the second one, which is also good, is the Hailstorm, which says each stack of Millstorm weapon consumed increases the damage of your next Frost Shock by 35% and causes your next Frost Shock to hit 1 additional target per Millstorm weapon stack consumed. So yeah, this one can be very useful as well, and the Frost Shock can hit pretty good with this one, so I don't know, for now I'm going to play with Elemental Assault. As I said, I'm going to try all the different variations that we can make right now with this talent tree. And Fire Nova is the one like for the EOE, but I wouldn't use that for now. It's probably good for the mythic classes, but yeah, I'm going to test it some day later. So fifth row is pretty much same as before, the Nature Guardian, the defensive one, Fare Along for mobility, and Wind Rush for the raids to help your group move. So here I'm probably going to use Flare Launch so I can jump to the enemies faster if they are running away from me, as I used to explain later in my previous guides. And in some situations I'm going to use the Nature's Guardian if I know that I'm going to be targeted and stuff. So in the sixth one we have Crashing Storm, which might be good for the mythic pluses, but for PvP or raids not really. The Stormkeeper, which is good, like only Elemental used to have this and now Enhancement has it as well. And cast to Stormkeeper can be instant with the 5 stacks of Maelstrom, so this can be good as well if you're going the semi-range Enhancement Shaman spec, so you're going to get the Elemental Blast there, you're going to get Stormkeeper and stuff like that, and I'm definitely going to make one video about that. And we have Sundering as before, it stuns enemy for a 2 second and it deals quite decent amount of damage, so for now I'm going to use the Sundering. And in the last one we have pretty much 3 same talents, that is Elemental Spirits, which are kinda RNG, Earth and Spike, which increases your nature damage by 20% for 10 seconds and deals some decent amount of damage, and the Ascendance, which actually got boosted, so when you use it it's going to explode and cause the good AoE damage. So here it is, I'm going to show you. As you can see, it hit all 3 targets and it was pretty good amount of damage. Unfortunately I cannot check how many because I don't have the recount or details, because those add-ons got bugged since the pre-patch is out, so I'm just going to need to wait for Blizzard to fix it. And yeah, that's pretty much about the regular talents. Now about PvP talents, as you could see, we don't have the medallion anymore, so we are probably going to have in Shadowlands the trinket that is going to remove the CC effects. And for the rest PvP talents, they are all pretty much the same, so I'm going to keep running the Rite of Lighting, Shamanism and Grounding as I used before, because they are 3 most useful talents. And of course, as I did mention in some video before, if you are playing with someone such as Rogue or Mage where you can break the CC in arena, then you won't use Rite of Lighting. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Now I'm going to hit the dummy for a few seconds, so just so you can see if there's something unclear. The thing that I didn't know is that our neck essences are still going to work, so you cannot really obtain them anymore, or at least you can't obtain the rank 4, which is not really important, but you can still use that spell, and as you can see it deals 3k damage. I managed to crit sometimes 4 or 5k, which is pretty good for this amount of health. So as you can see, I gained the 10 Maelstrom weapon stacks, so I'm going to use one lightning bolt and I'm going to use the another one. And as you can see, I'm already getting the new stacks, so using one Storm Strike I gained the 2 stacks instantly. Also there is a thing, when you use the Frost Shock, your Fire one gets on the cooldown as well, and they are both 4.4 seconds, so when you use Fire Shock, the Frost Shock is on cooldown, so you're going to need to manage those things so you don't fail in some duels or fights, but it ain't gonna be hard as far as I can see. So yeah, I think I covered everything so far for the Enhancement Shaman major changes. Next video that I'm going to make is going to be the dueling some other classes, so see how we can handle them. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you have something to ask, please feel free to comment, and see you guys in the next.